Hi, how was your week? This month we are talking about courses and apps to learn Spanish. Today I'm going to talk about Babbel and Pimsleur. Babbel is available as an app for the phone, for the tablet, and also has a desktop version. So you can study from the computer, from a tablet, or from the phone. So this is the app in the phone. And it will also, it also has a free trial, the first lesson you can try for free. And it will progressively show you new words. And this one is also translation based. That means that every time you learn a new word, it will be translated to English. So here is the first lesson. And you see it gives you one word, which is yes. Well, this is Russian, but should work the same for Spanish. So first it shows you the word, so you can listen and repeat. And then it will introduce more words, and then there are some exercises to relate the word with the translation and all. And then, then there are more lessons that are blocked. The biggest difference I found between Babbel and Memrise and Rosetta Stone is that Babbel does have some grammar explanation. I will show you here. So for example, when it was showing me some letters of the Cyrillic alphabet, there are some explanations, and then in the final, at the end of the lesson, there was a dialogue that I had to complete. So that's really good because it starts giving you the words in context. Because some apps, I think Memrise was like this, it was only like giving you words. So you don't see them in context, you don't see full sentences. So in Babbel, at the end of the first lesson, there is already a dialogue, which is this one. And there you see there is one small grammar explanation that pop up, telling me that the letter A can mean two different things, and that's something we will see later. So that means that Babbel does have some grammar explanations, which was not the case in Rosetta Stone and Memrise. So that's something already, it's important. If you like to learn with grammar, if it's important for you to understand how the language works, Babbel might work better for you. If, on the other hand, you don't like grammar, you just prefer to learn in a more natural way and you don't need any grammar explanations, then you could choose either Rosetta Stone or Memrise. Also, another good thing about Babbel is that I managed to find how the levels of Babbel correspond to the levels beginner, intermediate, advanced. So I use as a reference the European framework, which is A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. So beginner is A1, A2, intermediate is B1, B2, and advanced is C1, C2. So what I found is that the courses 1 to 6 in Babbel correspond to the level A2. That means that if you complete the first 6 courses of Babbel, you will have the level A2, which means you will complete the beginner's level. And I read that for some languages, they are already working on content for B1, but I couldn't find if Spanish is one of them. But at least that gives an idea of which level you can reach with Babbel, because with Rosetta Stone and Memrise, I couldn't find it. And today also I wanted to talk a lot about another course which is very different than the others. This one is Pimsleur, and Pimsleur is audio-based. That means that there is no textbook, no grammar lessons, no mindless repetition. That's in their own words, and the heard lessons are audio lessons as a kind of podcast. So how does this work? So this one, you can also hear the first lesson for free. These are lessons of 30 minutes long. And so I heard the first one for Russian, and the way it starts with a dialogue in Russian, boom, and then it starts breaking down the dialogue word by word. So it starts explaining you word by word. what it means, and how to pronounce. This course is a lot pronunciation based. So they encourage you from the beginning to repeat everything you hear. So they break down the dialogue in words, and they break down the words into syllables so you can learn the exact pronunciation. So for example, let's say that the first sentence in the dialogue was, hola, ¿cómo estás? Then it starts saying, how do we say hello? Hola. We say hola. How do we pronounce hola? La. La. Hola. Hola. So this is the way it keeps breaking down the words into syllables. There's a bit more spaces. There's a bit more pause in their recording, so you can repeat after them. So when they say la, you can pronounce la, la. And you can hear if what you're pronouncing is the same or not as they're pronouncing. La, hola, and then mo, como. And then you put the words together. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Hola, ¿cómo estás? And in this way, you keep learning all the words that were used in the dialogue, word by word, syllable by syllable. You learn how to pronounce. And by the end of the lesson, you hear the dialogue again, and then you are able to understand. So this is how this one works. So according to what I've seen in the website, they have two versions of the course. One is only audio-based, so I guess it's only these audio lessons. The other one is called Premium, and I think it includes other aspects of the language as reading and vocabulary. But apparently there is no grammar, if I understood well. So I think if you really want to learn the language, it would be worth to look into the Premium course, because I think the audio course is only the audios. So that won't help if you want to learn how to read and write. And the difference of price is not that big. So Pimsleur, it's actually different. The pricing is different than the other courses that were based on monthly subscription. This one works by course. So right now, for Spanish, I saw they have two different courses for Spanish. One is Spanish Castilian, which I guess is the Spanish from Spain. And the other, they call it Spanish from South America. I don't know exactly from which country. So one is Spanish Castilian and the other one is Spanish South America. For Spanish Castilian, they have only two levels available right now and only in the audio version. So if you buy them separately, it's $120 each. If you buy the two at the same time, then it's $230 US dollars. The South American Spanish is more complete. They have available 5 levels already, and they have the premium version and the audio version. So in the audio version, one course is $120, and the 5 of them together is $550, while the premium course is $150 for only one level and $575 for all the levels. So I think if you want to invest in this course, it's probably better to go directly to the premium version. And that was everything for today. I will be back next week with 2 more courses. So I'll see you next week with more tips and learning. Have a great weekend. Bye.